So hello there everybody. Today I'm joined by the lovely Amy from Focus Your Future. Hi there Amy.
Hello.
So Focus Your Future, please tell us what you're all about.
I do quite a few different things. I wear a couple of different hats, as do most of us, I think, when you're in business on your own. But fundamentally, I help people in a couple of different ways. So I help people with weight loss, as I'm a one-to-one diet consultant with the Cambridge Weight Plan. So I help people who have either just a few pounds or several stones. So one of my clients at the moment is looking to lose about 9 stone in weight. It can be life-changing. It was for me. I lost 4 stone last year on the Cambridge Weight Plan. But I also help people in a couple of other ways in terms of business development. So I am a digital coach. So I help people with their business where they are online, it's not working for them, they're using social media, don't really know why. So I do one-to-one and group coaching for people who really want to know more about digital marketing and want to be able to make it grow, particularly from a small business perspective where they may not have a lot of money to be able to spend on it. But I also work as a digital marketing trainer and partner, where I work freelance for a couple of companies where I do large training meetings, and I do, for those kinds of clients, I've worked with Superdry, Boohoo, River Island. I've worked alongside Visa. I've spoken at conferences alongside Facebook, Twitter, at Sage, people like that. So I've got kind of several different things that I do. But the things that I'm really passionate about are the small business. So being able to help small businesses use digital properly, and being able to help somebody gain confidence in themselves through weight loss. Those two are my real passions.
Yeah, I imagine, and you've confirmed it, that the training side, digital marketing, is your bread and butter, if you like.
Yeah.
But your real passion comes through with the the one-to-one small business and personal help that you give people. So let's split those out a little bit.
Online digital marketing, I was made redundant 4 and a bit years ago from franchise management. I was running 110 franchises across the world at one point from an operational and business development perspective, and they decided to move the head office from Solihull, where I ran it, down to Bristol, where they were returning. It was a married couple who owned the business, they were returning from the States. So I found myself at a bit of a loss, went on a digital marketing course just as part of the redundancy package, and they said, have you ever considered training? We think you'd be really good at it. And I said, I've always done training, so let's give it a go. So I've worked with them now for about 4.5 years. But the one-to-one kind of came out of that about 2 years ago, because I think there's a really big gap for small businesses. So there's lots of courses available where you can spend a lot, but that's prohibitive for lots of really small businesses where they probably don't even pay themselves that much money. For me, there's this massive gap in businesses who they need just as much help, and they can use the tools just as well, but they don't have the access to the resources. So it becomes, and lots of companies that I speak to, and small and big, will say, well, somebody's told me to do this, somebody's told me to do that, I should be using Instagram, I should be on Pinterest, I should be doing this more, I should be doing stories. But there's so much information out there that it's actually really difficult to figure out what that means for you.
Yeah.
So you end up very confused, and trying to do a bit of everything, or you end up not doing anything at all because it's all too scary and confusing. So I kind of try and fill that gap a little bit. So the training and the coaching that I do is very much about helping businesses understand where they fit in that, rather than a point here, click there, do this. It's about understanding where they fit. What does a social media strategy mean for a small business? What tools should they be using? What can they use? What comes for free? All those kinds of things that I think can make a really big difference. So I deliver the training, they love it, and then I walk away and I don't get to see what they're actually doing with it or how that's being translated for them. Whereas with a smaller business, I can be very involved and can help them along the way and help guide them through the process. And it's that part of it, I guess, that I really love. And I think for me, when I'm training, it's that light bulb moment where you literally see people sitting there go, oh, that makes sense. Now I understand why that does that. And it's those light bulb moments going on that I really love.
And so with all the different hats that you wear, and also, you know, being a mum as well,
Yeah.
what do you find most challenging about, you know, juggling everything?
Time management, I think.
Yeah.
And there's always that thing of feeling guilty because I'm not doing something with my kids. That what they see is somebody who, as a single parent, is working really, really hard for them.
Yeah.
And is doing everything I can to be able to provide for them.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing. And I think it's important for my boys they understand that when I work, I don't work for me, I work for them.
Yeah.
I do for me. So
Fantastic.
I'm looking by January next year to expand that into group coaching. So it kind of fills the gap where people don't really need one-to-one, or they can't afford the one-to-one, because obviously that comes at a premium when it's, you know, it's my time one-to-one. It's going to always be slightly more expensive. But they also don't want to set the course. They need that hand-holding on a regular basis of this is what you're going to do this week. Yeah. And then next week, how did it go? What went wrong? What do you need to do differently? And kind of reviewing that on a 6 or 8 week basis. I've also learned that although I have kind of an idea where I want to be, that I never know what life's going to throw at me as a single mum of 4 kids.
Yeah.
Never really have a clue. So I work on a month and then a 6 month basis. I very rarely go further ahead than 6 months. Because it's just, life's too unpredictable for me.
Yeah. Go with the flow.
Yeah. Yeah. And as somebody that was probably one of the biggest lessons I've learned over the last few years, was that it always happen out of my control, and you just have to keep going.
Yeah.
Readjust and maybe formulate a different battle plan, but inevitably it works out.
Yeah, brilliant. Oh, excellent advice. Well, thank you so much, Amy. I wish we had much longer to chat, but we'll have to bring it to a close there. But thank you so much for your time and for giving us a wonderful insight into how you help us small businesses. So thank you very much indeed.
You're welcome.